Blog Talk Radio.
Unmarket Your Business, the podcast, born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choices? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master, ones that feel authentic instead of salesy, strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, Carol J. Dunlop, and I hope everybody is doing wonderful. First off, before we get going, I would like to say that my prayers and my thoughts and all the concerns go out to the people in Texas right now who are dealing with the aftermath of Harvey. So I know that there are a lot of relief efforts going on. There's a lot of people that have lost a lot of things, but if you are listening to this now or you know someone that is living and breathing and has called you and said they're okay or you're with them, just thank God for that part. Thank God that they are alive, because things can be replaced, people cannot. When people are gone, they are just gone. But, you know, losing some things, that's only one thing. You can replace all that stuff. So, again, my heart and my prayers go out to everyone. Also, I had a bit of some bad news earlier this week, too. A good friend of mine lost their father. So I wanted to say to you that if you're listening now, I know how that feels, and my heart and my prayers go out to you. So we're going to lighten things up some, and we're going to get into some good stuff about unmarketing your mindset, which, of course, my client, colleague, and friend, Lougenia Trailblazer Rucker, came up with that title. I was so happy about it. She is waiting on the line right now, and without any further ado, what is going on, Lougenia?
Hey, Carol. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing today?
I am awesome. I'm super excited about sharing with your people. Unmarket your mindset. Yes.
I know that's right. I loved it that was like a stroke of genius. Unmarket your mindset. Awesome. It fits right in with everything that we're talking about. Just to give everyone a little behind the scenes of how Lougenia and I met. Lougenia is one of the people that I talk about all the time, because this whole month we're talking about how to market on Facebook, or how to market really using other people's audience or groups. And Facebook groups is one of my big things, and a way that I have used to get a lot of the clients that I have. And Lougenia is one of those. I think I made a post one day, maybe about a little bit over 2 years ago, about something I was doing. I think I was doing Fiverr or something. And Lougenia responded to it, and we talked and we chatted, and boom, she's been my client for almost 2 years now. So it's been an awesome ride, right, Lougenia?
It has been amazing.
Well, I know that we're talking about unmarketing your mindset. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about you, where your background, where you come from, and all that, and then we're going to get into this shift that happened the beginning of the year that has brought you some amazing results.
Absolutely, yes. Well, I was called to empower women. That's my mantle, that's my assignment, that's my purpose. And so when you look at today's woman, she has desires, but oftentimes she needs the support, the resources, the strategies to put it in action, to bring her vision to reality. So that's really, in a nutshell, what I do. I empower women, I equip women to really blaze a trail in their gifts, in their talents, in their God-given abilities. Because as you know, Carol, we're all blessed with a talent, with a gift, with some type of skill that the world has need of. And so I am excited that there are women across the nation, even from Canada and the Virgin Islands, that I've had an opportunity to connect with, to coach, as a life mentor to direct, to support, to encourage, and to empower with strategies that will just turn the obstacles and the challenges of life into winning opportunities. That's what I do. That's what I'm passionate about, because when I empower a woman, I also empower myself. So it's a win-win.
Exactly. And not only do you empower a woman, you empower yourself, you empower families, because the women are the heart of the family. If we don't have a woman in that family, it's hard for it to make it run. Now, no disrespect to you guys out there, because I know y'all are doing your thing too. But as God ordained, we each have a role to play in this life. And sometimes when we mix up the roles or try to usurp the roles or whatever, it doesn't exactly turn out like it's supposed to. So, I'm a feminist at heart. I believe totally that women can rule the world. But the thing is, we can't rule the world without men. We can't rule the world by ourselves. We can add some softness and, some qualities that aren't there. But God really knew what he was doing when he put man as the head, because Christ is the head over man. So who rules? God rules at all times.
And we're one. We're one with one another. There is no man without woman, and there's no woman without man. So we're one. We're one.
We are.
We're equal partners on this journey.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we are. We are. And we have to recognize that. I mean, even if we are single mothers, single fathers, we are managing things by ourselves, we still have God our Father who is there, who is helping us to see the way clear. So, I'm totally all about that. So now, Lougenia, you've been doing your ministry for a while. And you've been empowering women and men, and you've been getting people going, and you've been mainly doing, you are kind of a non-traditional minister, correct?
Absolutely. Yes. Very
and
much
now,
so, because we don't have traditional walls here. Okay, we're online, we're web-based, yes.
Exactly. But I know you have a Ning site, you were on Facebook, and you were doing a little bit of marketing outside, plus appearing in making some live appearances. But in January, the box was shattered. Some things just, boom, came out of you that weren't there. Tell us about how did you unmarket your mindset? What was your mindset toward video and live video and all that? What were you thinking about that? And then we'll talk about that transformation, how you got into where you are now.
Absolutely. Well, one thing I do know, Cal, mindset is everything. And so as a man thing, that's how he performs. And so when you've been in tradition, when you've been in the common way and the usual concepts of marketing, of ministering, of whatever that you're called to do, you have to reach a point in growth that you're open to some new opportunities, to some new perspectives, some new ways. And that's not easy, because change is not easy. And oftentimes we like our comfort zone. But if you're ready to grow and to expand your reach, your touch, your impact, you're going to have to scratch your head and make a bold decision that, how do I get to the next level? By changing, by breaking down the barriers, by coming out of the box. And when I met you, Cal, on Facebook and one of the social media groups, it was the appeal of your post that got my attention, because you have a real savvy, appealing way of reaching out to people.
Oh, thank you.
And it got my attention, and I was like, oh, okay, let me read this a little closer, because it only, you only have about 3 seconds.
Right, if that much.
Online to get people's attention. And you grabbed it, and so I connected with you, and then in January, after working with you, prior to that, and then when we came into the new year of 2017, you invited me to, to do your summit, your success summit. And I'm telling you, that was a challenge for me. That was a challenge because it was non-traditional. It was unmarketed way of doing business via videos, and I had not really embraced the reality and the absolute necessity to do a video. Not until that time when you challenged me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And something key that you said, it was very challenging. Change is difficult, and change is change. You know, once we are faced with something that we have to do and we know that we must do it, we're like, we can either do it or we can shrink back into the corner. And you did not shrink back into the corner, although I had to pull you a little bit. Because I think it helps when you have someone who is saying to you, hey, this is okay. It's going to be all right. Let's just take my hand. I'm going to hold your hand all the way through this, which is kind of what we did. Because in that video recording that we did for the Online Business Success Summit, I knew your greatness. It was so funny. You were like, I don't want to say fearful because that doesn't really go with who you are, but you were apprehensive.
No, it doesn't.
You were apprehensive about, how this is always going to work, how this is technology going to do, is my camera going to be okay? And I want to tell you guys that Lougenia was already prepping for this. She knew she had to do it. She had already gotten the camera. She brought a new computer. She had the Wi-Fi connection. She had everything. But I think it's just like a lot of people. We get all prepared, but we're not making the steps forward. We're not taking that step. We're prepared. Like when you get ready to go to church, you got your hat, you got your makeup, you got your new dress, your shoes, and all this stuff. But you got to actually go through the door of the church to actually get into the game. So when we were on that, Lougenia did her thing. I mean, I truly felt the Holy Spirit come down on us when we were just doing that video. We weren't even live. We were recording it to go live later, but I know I felt it, and I know you felt it, Lougenia. It was very powerful. It was powerful.
Yes,
and then after that, it was just like somebody just knocked down that wall. I was recently watching this thing about the 80s, and remember the wall in Berlin came down, and President Reagan said, Mr. Gorbachev knocked down that wall. That's what I felt like. I felt like that wall just crumbled. And you have not stopped since then. You have not stopped.
No, that's the wonderful thing about breaking out of the box and tearing down the walls, because you open up a whole nother field, a whole nother level. And in the case of videos, it's a whole nother dimension. And so I'm grateful to you, Carol, because I was prepared for the opportunity, and that's the key word that I really want to resonate with people today, because I did go out and set everything up with a new computer and the Wi-Fi connection, and I had everything in its proper place, in alignment, step by step. However, this is where coaching comes in at. I still needed the encouragement to cross over the start line.
Yes.
Yes, I was at home, and I needed to run to first base, okay?
But you did. And then I have to tell you, I could see it in your eyes, even though we weren't face-to-face. We were live doing this, the video thing. I could see it in your face when you were like, this isn't that bad. This is actually a new thing that I can do, and I know I can do it. So tell us about the things that you have done since then, just since January. Tell us about the things you have done since then.
Well, just since, oh, my God, it has been mind-blowing for me. I just did a live Facebook broadcast 2 days ago, and I just popped up. It was not a scripted teaching sort of broadcast. It was just an inspirational moment that I wanted to use to encourage those that were dealing with the Hurricane Harvey and the impact on our people in Houston. And I wanted to bring forth an encouraging word. And so it wasn't about the business. It wasn't about anything personal, but it was an inspirational moment. And so that's a lot of growth that has been, I guess, charted in these uncharted waters that you have launched me into with video marketing and video broadcasting. And I'm absolutely loving it, because I get a chance to connect with my tribe on a whole nother level. Unlike
Exactly.
anything that you can do on a blog, that you can do in a social media post, I mean, it's just second to being live face to face,
Right.
and oftentimes that can be challenging and difficult, you know, if you're living in different regions of the country. But it's been phenomenal for me. I have an ease now. I'm about to move into grace with it. I'm not into the grace mode, but there's an ease with it. Because initially I had the calming concerns, you know, how am I going to look? What are people going to think about how I look? You know, is my makeup right? Is my hair right? All the things that we go through, you know, that's real and relevant.
Right.
But you get to overcome the resistance of it because nothing is never perfect. And the thing that I've learned, Carol, over these 8-9 months is that this is a time of becoming perfect in the imperfect.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Perfect in the imperfect. That's true because now we can, you know, if we just think about maybe even 10 years ago, none of this was accessible to the small business owner. I'm talking about the micro business owner, the one-person shop person. None of this was accessible. Not the video, not the reach, not any of it. But now, you know, we can reach out and talk to, converse with, be friends with people who are on other continents, you know, other cities, other cultures than us. And I think that fostering in a new way of us looking at things. I mean, yes, some things have come to light that, you know, we're like, oh, I don't know if I want all that. But, you know, with the good comes the bad and the crazy and the not so desirable. But I think it's helped us to learn that we are all just people trying to make it in this world and trying to figure out how to live life, you know, how to help each other. And I think that's what live video like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, even making videos and putting them up, it actually, like you said, it introduces us to our tribe, it connects us to our tribe, it makes people know that, hey, we're just human, just like anybody else. And I can do this, you can do this, which is really my mission. My mission is, you know, I talk about sistership and hashtag sistership all the time about how we can reach out and help each other and elevate each other. And, you know, yes, we make mistakes, but forgive each other and keep moving on to greatness because we have to. I think we really, really have to. So what's coming up for you now, Lougenia, since you're the Facebook Live vixen and you're the Apostle on Fire, you've got your tribe going, you've got a Facebook group that's growing, your newsletter list is growing. I mean, you just spouting out everywhere. What's coming up for you now?
It's amazing that God used you in such a strategic way to get me into this realm of videos because this is our 8th year anniversary of Divine Diamonds Ministries, and the number 8, Cal, represents new beginnings. And I actually feel like from January to August 31st, this last day of August, has just been a tapestry of new beginnings, new launches, new brands, new relationships, new divine connections, new. And so I'm going to take it all together and wrap it up in a very regal way with an 8th year anniversary celebration on Sunday, September the 17th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And so it's going to be a time of celebrating and rejoicing because this has been a summer to remember, and September is going to be even greater because of the videos and the Facebook Live and all of the different social media unmarketing things that you teach and you demonstrate. The list has grown, the relationship has grown, the tribe is growing and flowing and shining. We did a Boss Up masterclass series over the summer where we were teaching women how to boss up in their mindset, boss up in their money, and boss up in their mantle, in their calling and ministry. And so now, with the momentum, we're looking for even greater and more wonderful opportunities, new opportunities. So this number 8, if you had said to me in January when you were, coaching me to come on to the video side of things, oh, Lougenia, this is going to be your year of new beginnings, and I would have been feeling like, really?
What are you trying to get me into?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not going to bite the bait.
Right, exactly.
You're asking me to do something I've never done before, But it has certainly opened up a door that I'm not going to close. I'm not going back. I'm just really moving forward now in this zeal of being unapologetic about what God has called me to do, to empower women, and whatever way will reach the people, that is the way that we're going to go.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
And, Lougenia, why do you think that it is that so many women know that we need to market, know that we need to get out there in a big way, but are just can't seem to get it done? Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of times it's a lack of confidence, it's a lack of support, it's a lack of resources. Sometimes it's just simply a lack of encouragement. Women have been the nurturers, the ones who stay at home, stay back, push others, encourage others, raise the family, do all of the behind-the-scene necessary work. And then when it's their time to step up on the platform and let their light shine, it's a challenge because it's different. It's uncomfortable. You're good with going and making sure that your children are up front to get the best and to learn the best. But you've been behind the scenes making it happen. So when it's your opportunity, there's resistance because it's unknown, because it's uncomfortable. So this is where coaching comes in, and that's what I really love to do, to encourage women to discover the diamond within and to release their brilliance, because your job as mothering, as parenting, will come to an end because children become adults, and then they run on their own path of purpose. And so there's going to come a time that's going to be set just for you. And so you got to look in the mirror and ask, well, what would you have me to do now? What's next?
Exactly.
And so when they get the support, when they connect with the right tribe, the right community, the right coach, the right leader, then you can begin to really dig in and dive in, do the work. Because there is work. You have to be willing to do the work. And then you can prosper and grow and thrive.
You hit the nail on the head so many times. The nail is flat down in the board right now, because we, meaning me, meaning you, meaning all of us women, need this coaching. We need this support. I think a lot of times, we have this brilliance inside of us, but nobody is helping us to bring it out. And we think that we think that there's no one. We think that we're all alone. We think that how can we do this by ourselves when we don't have to? There's just too many, I think, coaches, and you have to find the right coach that works with you. People have said, I've heard plenty of people say, well, I worked with this coach and she didn't help me do anything. I worked with that and that didn't help. That just meant that coach wasn't the right one for you. But you can't stop. You can't stop looking. You can't stop searching. Because you said it, Lougenia, your mission is inside of you, and God has empowered you with this. God has given you this calling, this mantle, and you have to get it out of you. It'll just bug you. I know I felt like maybe incomplete or just I didn't know what until I really thought about what is it that God really wants me to do? What is it that makes me happy, that makes me fulfilled? And I found it. And now that I'm doing it, helping others, helping women, helping business owners like yourself to actually get out there in front of their tribe, that is totally awesome. Totally awesome. Now, you were talking about the celebration that's coming up in September. Tell us more about that. Who is that for? How do we get information about it? And what's happening with that thing?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. We are honoring 6 amazing women who have taken life obstacles and turned them into just beautiful winning opportunities. They have committed and enrolled into my Game Changer Life Coaching Program, which is a 12 weeks program. And I am now turning around and celebrating them, honoring them, in addition to celebrating our 8th year anniversary at a beautiful, award-winning Regal Ballroom in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Sunday, September the 17th. And it's really bringing me great joy. I've watched these ladies rebrand, relaunch, launch new books, new ministries. I've watched them prosper in their personal lives, in their finances, by starting new businesses. And, one of the principles that I teach is that we have to have several streams of income, not just one. So as business owners, solopreneurs, mompreneurs, however you classify yourself, you have to position yourself in the marketplace to develop several income. So we're going to honor them. We're going to put the spotlights on them. It's a black tie, red carpet affair, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's formal. Yes, we're doing it big, Cal. This is not a time to play small or shrink back. This is our time as women. This is our time as entrepreneurs. We are making a difference, and it is time for our light to shine. There are 2 things that this world needs right now: light and love. And when women come together and support one another, as you call it, and in sistership, okay, then we can conquer any darkness that exists in the world today. And so join me. Yes, we're going to do it big. Yes, yes, yes.
Now, is there a link that people can go to find out more about it?
There is a link, and let me give you the easy link. Game Changer, black tie, .eventbrite.com.
Okay. Say that one more time.
Okay. Sure. Game Changer, black tie, .eventbrite.com.
Awesome. I went to that page. It looks beautiful because Lougenia totally lives what she says. I mean, I believe that it takes a village to make any business successful. So I did not do this page, if you guys are wondering. I did not do this page, but the person that did an awesomely fantastic job with that landing page, with that event page. It looks beautiful, and it is definitely representative of what's going to be happening in September at that event. It's going to be awesome and amazing. Yeah. All right, Lougenia, we have come down to the last few minutes. I knew it would go fast. I knew we would have a great time. Do you have any parting thoughts for someone who is thinking about, I wonder if video is going to help my business or not? What do you have to say to them?
You must do video. It will help your business. It will skyrocket your business, your brand. And so unmarket your mindset and take the courage to do something different, because at the end of the day, if you want something different, you must do something different. Thank you, Cal, for this wonderful opportunity.
You're quite welcome. Thank you so much, Lougenia. Please take that to heart. If you want something different, you got to do something different, because what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. We are not doing that. We are doing different things. Thank you so much, Lougenia. I truly appreciate you coming on and being a part of this. Everyone out there, remember, you need to unmarket your mindset and get this thing going, because video is where it is. If you need any help with that, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You'll have the information coming up on how to get in touch with me in just a minute. So everyone have a great weekend, an awesome day, and Lougenia, thank you so much again. See you guys next week.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.